Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. I'm MaryAnne and you're watching MaryAnne's Mystic Mentions. Thank you very, very much for being here. I appreciate every single one of you who are tuning in, new and returning viewers, your subscriptions or your subscribing, your likes, your comments. All of it is super, super supportive and important. So if you haven't yet subscribed and you happen to like what you see, please do me that great favor. It helps to continue to grow this channel and bring more content and so forth. So today I've actually been starting my love series, which is really dear to my heart. And basically what I do for those that are new, I'm sorry for the returning ones, if you're cross-watching, always welcome to do that, is I'm going to be doing, I tossed the dice on my astrological wheel just before I started for time's sake, because now that I've been doing a few of these sun combinations and connections, I don't want to repeat it and so forth. So bottom line, long story short, I'm doing the sun signs today of Sagittarius and Libra. So hopefully you'll be one of those two, and that's why you're watching. Or like I said, you know people or friends that are this. Maybe your parents are these two signs. And you know, this is for the new and the what's the term? The knowledgeable and expertise aspects of people who know these things already, but hopefully I can add even more clarity and just kind of remind you and reassure you of the things you may know, but you just kind of like to hear again. Or maybe, like I said, it's brand new. Maybe you're not involved yet with this particular, you know, connection, but you're interested in someone and you're thinking, I'd like to know a little bit about that. So I break it off by talking a little bit about each sun sign and then why I think they're very, very good for each other, because I like to keep it positive. And then I go into the tarot reading for the month, which I started to do as I was shuffling for the rest of the month and even onward, because with this incredible energies happening in the month of June, this is a very, very powerful month, which I'll explain as I go along. So it'll be a reading with the tarot energies that come through, my spirit guides, my intuition, and then the oracle messages that are specifically for you two as a couple. So let me get started. So like I said, today is just the sun sign interpretations, and it is going to be general. It is, however, very, very, very important, and I find very accurate in a lot of ways. I've studied this for a long, long time, and ironically, I have a lot of personal investment in these two signs. I'm a Libra, and throughout my life I've had just incredible, numerous attractions and relationships with Sagittarius. So this is really a heartfelt reading for you guys. Absolutely, men and women alike. So both signs, doesn't matter. The sun sign doesn't matter if you're whatever your gender is on either the Sagittarius or the Libra side. However, let's get to it. Let me say that first and foremost, we'll do Libra. And Libra is the element of air. And the air signs always represent a definite cerebral and intellectual personality trait, whereby most everything that's done with the air quality signs, air elements, and that's Libra, also Gemini and Aquarians, is always done through their thoughts. They are going to be thinking things through very, very diligently and continuously. And it's just basically the way that they try to work through anything. They can see the sides of both situations. There's incredible need for balance with the Libra. There is this deep desire for fairness and justice, and in fact the symbol of the Libra is the scales. It's the only symbol that isn't some crustacean or animal. In fact, it's the only inanimate object is what you would call it, and it basically says just what it means. It is so important for Libras to be balanced, and people think, oh yes, the Libra, they're balanced. And we're always working towards balance, and when we are balanced, we are the most at peace and euphoric and just kind of really kind, generous, loving kind of person, right? When those balances are off or the scales are tipped, you know, that's a different story, but always working towards it, always wanting that. And yeah, so the air has been mentioned, the element, the symbol, and then they are a cardinal sign. And what that means is that they represent initiations. They like to be moving and active and associating and with all sorts of situations and interests. And they generally represent, all cardinal signs represent the beginning of the various 4 seasons. And the season for Libra is the season of fall or autumn. So they are, you know, born in the month of late September, October. So basically, you know, something I want to say as well is that, you know, the sun sign is just a piece of the pie. I mean, it's just this beautiful picture, the moment that you're born, that's taken in the cosmos, you know, and it represents where every single planet, the 12 planets, are stationary at that very moment you're born. So the sun is an incredibly important part of who you are, but it's just one out of the 12 planets. So the main thing about the sun is it represents our personalities, what we like, things we like to do, how we like to dress, you know, interests we have, hobbies, and, you know, relationships we like to have, pertaining to the sun aspect. But it's just that one part. So I just want to make that clear. However, it's a very important part. So the personality traits of the sun sign of Libra are, in just a few words, would be that they absolutely love beauty and artistry. They are very artistic and creative. They love fairness, like I said, balance. They absolutely love relationships of all kinds, tend to be very social. They are ruled by the planet Venus, and Venus is the Venetian goddess of love and beauty and aesthetics and all the beautiful things. So Libras love to live in luxury. I mean, they love to look good, to feel good, and they definitely appreciate the beautiful things in life. It just really actually helps, like I said, to keep those balance of the scales there for themselves. And so what else can I say? Yeah, just really enjoying, a lot of times I find that you may see the interest from Libras being with the fairness involved, interest in law. You know, I mean, the different occupations could definitely be theater, could be artists, could be creators of all kinds, writers. They love speech, they love communicating, like I said. The cerebral mind is at the forefront of how air elements and Libras in general kind of really function. You know, it's all like here. And sometimes it's to their advantage, sometimes not, because when you think too much, it just kind of really offsets that balance, especially depending on the thoughts, right? You always want to keep those positive. But yeah, that's a general, like I said, kind of overall personality trait aspects of the Libra. And then we're going to go into Sagittarius. So Sagittarius is a fire element. Whew! The power, the passion, the action, the exuberance, the optimism. That is one of the key words for Sagittarius, is optimism. And they are the element of fire, okay, and then they're also, their actual ruling planet is Jupiter. So Jupiter, wow, that is known for the planet of incredible luck, opportunity, expansion, ideas, growth. And to have that as your ruling planet makes things really beautiful if you utilize it in the proper way, right? I think opportunity is matched with effort and ingenuity or something. I think somebody wrote that once. So, but it's a beautiful, optimistic, beautiful planet to be born under, for sure. And then also, the symbol of the Sagittarius is the half man, half horse. The Sagittarian, so he's got this beautiful arrow, and I mean that arrow, when it's pointed, and I've said this before, when they point and they want something, they are going to be far-reaching. They're going to go out of their way. They're going to make sure that they reach it and accomplish whatever it is they're going through or wanting to achieve, and they will set their eyes on that prize, and they will not stop until they get it. And they're usually very interested in higher learning, education, teaching, you know, going past the restrictions and the boundaries. They love travel. They love mixing and mingling with all sorts of walks of life. And they love the idea of changing and newness and breaking the barriers, if you will. You know, there's so much fun, and there's so much excitement and adventure, which is a really beautiful thing for Libra. And this is, so the two elements, I mean, you've got, you know, the fire and the air. And I mean, that is just, in general, that's a beautiful combination. And, you know, all people can get along with everybody, and that's true. But there are just certain elements that work better together. So these are those two. And it is an excitement, and air just kind of keeps things moving and changeable and constantly, you know, open to new ideas and new avenues. And that, between the two of them, is one of the most beautiful compatible components. You know, Libra loves Sagittarius adventure. They really do. And Sagittarius loves Libra's fairness and their gentle, kind of beautiful desire to get along and to be, I don't know, just kind and compassionate. And Libras are going to do whatever they can to kind of get that Sagittarius to maybe conform a little bit. The conform aspect, it might be strong. It's hard to tie down some Sagittarians, so I'm going to say this to you, and I feel like it can be very true for a lot of you. It's not a negative in any way, is that I find, for myself included, there were a lot of these relationships that came in just instantly. I met him at a party, I met him through work, what have you. You know, one of my sons is a Sagittarius. And it's just this instant chemistry of ability to talk about any subject. You know, it's just really, again, because, you know, Libra loves communication, they love talking, they love socializing, and that Sagittarius is very capable of speaking about pretty much any topic. You know, they're very educated most of the time, they're intelligent, and they instantly attract each other. But I feel like in a lot of ways it's a basis that starts as a friendship, you know, and then that friendship can be absolutely lifelong. The fire can make it burn into, you know, something stronger and more permanent and more passionate. And they definitely have that capability too, trust me. I've known long-term married couples under these two. They just make it work. Because, you know, as much as Libras love that compatibility and love being in relationships, they love their independence too. And that's, you know, that's attractive and intriguing to the Sagittarius, because they like that time that they can do and be themselves, both independently, whole people that meet together and support each other, you know. So absolutely beautiful combination. Always going to be a difference, of course, like I like to say, between the female and the male of each sign. You know, there's going to be a difference between the female Libra and the female or the male Libra. It just is. It's the testosterone versus the estrogen. So once again, I had a marriage where we were both the same sign, and we definitely had so many things in common. And yet it was definitely so different in so many other ways, because our other planets had a lot to do with the real depth. So I encourage you to click on a site where you can get a free birth chart of your relationship and just go that much deeper. Everything can be worked through when there's that love and support for each other. But this is a beautiful, very complimentary and fun, you know, adventure-filled, committed relationship. So I'm happy to be reading for you both today. And I'm going to, like I said, read you some of the predominant energies that the planets have to offer for you the remainder of this month and onward. And I say that because we do have some, like I said, powerful influences astrologically. We have 2 eclipses that have happened this month. Already the first one in Sagittarius. So once again, that was the full moon eclipse on June 5th. And that was all about just pushing past the boundaries, seeking truth. I may not have said it, but boy, you know, Sagittarians are truth seekers. They, once again, law. They want to see things done properly and justifiably, and equality is huge for them, as it is for Libras. So a lot of that's coming to the forefront right now, and quite frankly, you know, it's very, very pertinent to the real-time situations happening. So the astrology is unbelievable, and how it can really be very much exactly what's happening in the outside world with us, you know. So yeah, it's a beautiful, beautiful time for the changes to occur. They can happen quickly, but I think we're all feeling a lot of them happening, and it will take some time, but they will come through. And I know that we all recognize this probably more than we have in a lifetime. Always wanting it, but not quite making it, and now is the time. So that's the definite energies coming from the full moon eclipse. And then the new moon eclipse is going to be in Cancer, and that's going to be on the 21st, same day as the what is that, the summer solstice. So a lot of beautiful energies. The new moon is going to bring more love, more emotion. Cancers are all about family. They're about the people closest to us, the people we want to be with, our relationships, our significant others, our friends, because this doesn't have to be love involving just our partners in a romantic way. It's certainly about our friends and our family members and the people that we love on all different levels. So let me just pull out a couple here for you to get those main energies, what you can possibly expect, and express those to you. And a lot of times, you know, you may resonate, you may not. This is the sun, like I said. And yet I find that a lot of times, if you're not resonating today, you may by the month's end. You know, there's so many changes. And do bear in mind that we're in retrograde season. To me, it's very evident because my speech I'm stuttering more than ever, and I apologize. I'm trying to find my words. They're up here, and then it's just by the time they get out this voice box, it's a whole different story. However, that's what retrogrades do. They're going to make us go more introspection now. There's been way more introspection. There's going to be more concern about our relationships with Libra, and actually we're in the sun sign of Gemini, another air quality, air element sign. Has everything to do with communication, how we speak, how we interact, you know, wanting to connect, wanting to network, wanting to verbalize our beliefs, our systems, our, you know, writing, any kind of social media, YouTube, putting out our words. That's super important. However, the planet of Venus that I mentioned is ruled by Libra. It's retrograde. It has been, and it's going forward on the 25th. But during that time, it's all about our relationships, and we're really kind of fine-tuning, and we're really deciding, is this the person I want to be with? Is this the friend that I really want to continue with? And I'm feeling that's a very positive time for you. So I'm saying yes, but if it isn't, it's always for the best. So I don't think it's a negative once again. You probably understand all this already. I'm just expressing to you what I believe the very important, powerful influence can be from the retrogrades, which are there to help us to remind and reevaluate and kind of take a breath. You know, things are moving forward. We're hearing every week, you know, more opportunities for businesses opening and so forth. So this is the time to really take for the two of you, hopefully to get together. And if you haven't been able to be together during this shelter in, connecting again, taking maybe your relationships to the next level, okay? And feeling a great amount of emotion and passion with the relationship sector of your life. So the first card that I see is the King of Pentacles, and that's just, oh my God, that's such a beautiful, beautiful energy. It is the element of earth. Many planets have been in the earth elements from the beginning of the year. It changed into Aquarius for about 2 months, and it's going to go fully into Aquarius, which is an air element, for all of next year and onward, and just a complete change. But with it, this beautiful energy of King of Pentacles, we're talking about prosperity. We're talking about the fundamental, beautiful nature. By the way, both signs, you love nature, you love getting out, you love seeing the world, traveling together. It's another huge reason that I think you connect so beautifully. But this king is representing just having what you need and more, which was not necessarily the case for a lot of us, I know. But this is showing that that is changing, and that's what eclipses do. They change our circumstances, they change many things in our lives, and this is the fruit that you bear, that the work you put towards anything is going to definitely bear fruit. The king is the, most mature, well-established, comfortable, beautiful surroundings, home life, relationship, absolutely beautiful and grounded, so for permanence and continuous kind of prosperity in your lives on all levels, because wealth is in our health and many other ways. So beautiful, beautiful energy for the two of you this month and moving forward. Oh my gosh, I didn't have my glasses on. The next card that came up in energy for you is the Wheel of Fortune. So my goodness, this is all full tilt, definite recognition of better times, better luck. I mentioned the luck aspect with the Jupiter planet being with Sagittarius anyway, and then the two of you combined together. This is beautiful changes coming. This is very, very abundant and prosperous changes coming, because anytime you see the Wheel of Fortune, it's a lot of times karmic and destiny. And whatever situation you might have been in that wasn't great is absolutely changing for the better. That's what that represents. It could very well mean financially, doesn't have to be. It can be in any part of your life. Maybe your health hasn't been great. It's getting better. You've got the element of earth and the natural processes that make these things occur with that beautiful, beautiful energy. And then, yeah, just full speed ahead as far as hearing maybe from loans, companies. The Pentacles also represent definitely organizations and the status quo, governments and so forth, that represent all the things that I mentioned, our jobs, our work, our money, all of the policies and stuff. So beautiful. Wow. 10 is new cycles. That's what the major arcana Wheel of Fortune represents. So I hope you're feeling this, because I'm already I've been wanting to have questions myself for the last almost 3 months. And this is the past week that I've actually been getting them. So retrograde doesn't prevent that. Sometimes it can bring it in the fold even more. It also brings in people and circumstances in your life, friends coming back that you haven't talked to or been a part of, celebrating with them. I'm told we can have the little bubbles more now, right? 4, 5, 10 people we know, and just kind of socializing again with them. You guys love that. It's important. It's going to be great for your health and well-being, on a mental plane as well. And the next card we have is the Three of Wands. Wow. It's on, you guys. This is beautiful. This is fire element. Once again, Sagittarius, Leo, and Aries. So if it isn't your beautiful partnership together, friendship, being, Sagittarius being fire, it's about friends that are also that fiery, passionate, wonderful friends that represent help. Those threes always are collaborative forces. So if not family members or people from work, there's a lot going forward that you're getting help with. People are wanting to see things go forward, and there's action. It's action being taken. It's manifesting now. It's not just in the thought process. It's definitely now becoming tangible. Certainly with the earth quality of the King of Pentacles and the Wheel of Fortune, all systems go. Your plans, your ideas, and if it doesn't happen this very moment in June, absolutely by the new moon eclipse for July. So just preparing now, like I said, maybe taking some time if you've been working this whole time, and loving each other. Wow, that's beautiful. You know, and then last but not least, you have the Knight of Wands. Oh God, fire again, boy. Knight of Wands represents a message having to do with a particular action that's needing to be taken place, a very important thought, you know, idea. Your physicality is affected. Maybe you're really starting to get out a little more and take longer walks because of the opening of things, or you're definitely wanting to focus on your physical being, because if you're feeling good and you're taking care of yourself, everything else seems to work a whole lot better. And I think as a couple, you're probably instigating each other and pumping each other up to make this happen as well. The Knight of Wands is always about fiery, ambitious, wonderful progression, progress. And oh my gosh, what an incredible reading. I told you, you guys have this amazing, beautiful, synchronistic kind of attraction that really helps and feeds off each other. And it's so beautiful to have that in life in general, but I really feel good about you too. And who knows, maybe you want to take things to the next level if it's a relationship that's been going for a while. And you may be married for a long time as well, but you're just thinking, why don't we try this tonight, dear? You know, whatever. It's all beautiful. This is a gorgeous deck, by the way. I wanted to say, I'm reading from the deck that was borrowed. My beautiful friend has lent me some decks because I haven't been able to buy anything. I am not working yet. I'm looking for the name, the Prisma Visions deck. And it's so colorful. And I can feel the energy coming off it as I read to you. These are wonderful times happening now and ahead. Okay, so just know that and hold on to that. Never lose sight. Never let go of your dreams. I'm going to finish by reading you a couple of the wonderful messages just for you as a couple. Libra and Sagittarians, or connections, whatever you are, friends, like I said, the two of you for the month of June, and remember, and onward, because the eclipses can have the energies moving for 3, 6, sometimes upwards of 8 months, especially the outer planets that'll be in retrograde for a while still. But for your special reading, it's the Dream Walker. Dreams, the collective good, illusions. Number 8, power number, prosperity, manifestations, abundance. It's one of the most powerful numbers in numerology you can ever get. And it only makes sense because it's all just feeding off each other. The energy is really, really hot right now. I can feel it. So I'm going to read to you out of the book what the message and guidance from this beautiful oracle has to say for you too. My whole energy has changed since when I just started this. When the dream walker is your ally, dreams really can and do come true. Still, there are two kinds. There are the small self and then those of the divine. Spirit has a dream for you that is yours alone, and all you need to do is ask and it will unfold like magic. You also play an important and unique part in the divine dreaming of the world. When you ask, is this the dream for me that serves the greater dream? The most beautiful vision for your life serves the highest good for others too. Just the act of asking will immediately provide the answer. The dream walker is beside you to help you move effortlessly through your illusions, observing the truth, very prominent for you too, and celebrating the waking dream of your life that results. Absolutely love it. Very, very, very synchronistic. Times are good, everybody. They are just we're moving towards that. You know, we've had some setbacks, we've had some real changes, and that's leading way and opening up to the infinite, unbelievable, beautiful transformation and possibilities that we're heading into now. And I love it. And lastly, let me read to you the Super Manifestation Attractor message. And this is just really feeling the life that you choose for the two of you. Knowing that we can actually do that because we bring it into our existence and our energy by feeling. That's the real key law of attraction emotion that absolutely has to be a part of it. Yeah. Oh, I love it. The greatest spiritual shifts don't come through force. They come through freedom. Boy, and so it is. You know, I mean, like I said, Sagittarius are freedom-seeking signs, and so are Libras. Once again, another aspect to why you're compatible. And when you deserve it, and we can make that happen. We can make that change happen, and just believe it and absolutely feel it in your body. I absolutely love this reading for you. Please let me know if you resonate with this, if it makes any sense. And once again, thank you very much for tuning in. It means more than people probably even realize. And without you, none of this exists. So thank you again from the bottom of my heart. Take great care of yourselves. You absolutely matter. And until next time, thank you very much. Take care. Bye for now.